Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us this Thursday. We're still in Women's Month, and we have two special guests. Today, we're going to be discussing and highlighting stories of mothers and the positive impact they have on their daughters and their mental health. And now I'm going to pass it over to Ebb and Flo.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. As Ms. Drea mentioned previously, this show is about honoring mothers and women. And we have Shakara and Nubian here tonight. So we're going to get started, jump right into poetry. And first up on the mic is Miss Shakara. So welcome to the mic. Thanks for being here tonight. And tell us a little bit about yourself and what you have going on in the poetry world.
Unmute your mic, Shakara.
Okay. Can you hear us, Shakara?
The mic is muted.
No worries. We'll give her a chance to get it together and we'll take it over to you, Miss Nubian. Thanks for being here. Welcome back. Tell us a little bit about yourself, what you have going on in the poetry world, and then bless our mic, please.
Okay, my name is Nubian. I'm 16, and I've been writing poetry since I was 10, so 6 years. And practically poetry is my outlet, my way of expressing myself. So it's everything I want to do with my life. I can read a poem. Okay. This poem is about my mom, and it's called Carrie. You carry all the great characteristics of everything beautiful, not only in appearance, but just you as a person. I strive to be as selfless as you. Not kind, but not as kind, but just not taken for granted. You deserve to walk on red carpets and receive trophies for your personality alone. I'm sorry it took me so long to realize with you is home. I need you to know that your laughter is contagious and has given me something to remember for generations. I love you like how the sun loves the sky so endlessly but never truly stops. What we have is unconditional. My appreciation for you is inevitable. I want to give you back everything you had to sacrifice for me, plus that. I want to heal the scars and wipe the tears you had bringing me into a world you constantly protect me from. I love you. I love the way you express yourself. I'm convinced your love language is quality time because when we're together, I feel more than loved by you. With that being said, there's nothing in the world I wouldn't do for you. Thank you for showing me what a woman looks like and a lady is. I can truly say I learned from the best. I'm surprised you're not tired of me yet. Don't you know that I write symphonies on your intelligence and your nonstop lacking of love? Mommy, you deserve to wear the shiniest jewelry and hold the smile so humbling. Mom, your love needs to be in history books so they can teach the kind of kindness. They can teach your kind of kindness in schools. You deserve everything you are. Are you aware that you are my everything? I would like to apologize for the times I made you cry. It took me pinprick confidence to realize, but you have always been here to continue the story, a beautiful mess without any worries, healing hearts you didn't break, forever given to people that constantly take. A woman of kindness, a heart made of gold, a body of strength because you keep going no matter the pain, a beautiful woman wearing queen-type crowns and heavy lace chains.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for that piece. That is so beautiful and heartfelt.
Hey, Shakara, welcome back. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Great. Well, welcome to the mic. Go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself.
For all the technical keys.
No worries.
Beautiful newbie.
Oh no. I think Shakara froze up. Oh, there she goes.
Been in theater.
It's a
There's
massive delay.
caught up. Oh,
Oh no.
have I? Hmm.
Shakira, can you hear us?
Okay.
She's frozen.
Memo. Okay.
We can't hear you, Shakara. Can you hear us? Oh, we're so sorry. She's lagging. So we're gonna wait till she gets it together and we can move. What were you gonna say?
I know that you have a piece that you want to do, so you want to go next?
No, thank you. I'm not quite ready to do a piece just yet. Miss Shakara, are you ready? Can you hear us? Oh no.
Okay, Nubian, do you have another piece for us?
Yeah, sure.
We can't hear you.
You can hear me, or
Yeah, we can hear you, Nubian. You can go
do you want
ahead.
me to do another one right now?
Yes.
Okay. Answers to questions I hope to give my future Black child. Mom, I was in school today, and today we colored with crayon. My color said skin color. Mom, why isn't my skin color? I would say because, child, your skin is more than paper wrapped around wax could ever be. Child, your skin is everything. You are hand to the coloring book and box. You are origin at its finest. You're beautiful colored. Child, you're you colored. Okay, but Mom, I play in the playground and the kids say my hair is too kinky and my smile is savage. Child, your hair is meaning strong. Your roots so deeply planted, your scalp a maze of greatness. Child, your hair is not to be tamed. Don't you know that domestication is just a white word for stealing? Mom, they keep saying that they can't see my bruises on my dark skin, so we're not really suffering. Mom, are we suffering? They can't see the skin because they can't see the bruises because they're blind, child. Your skin means healing passed on from ancestry, from generations, child. Your pigmentation is what they crave. They want to walk in your name, child. Your sun, everything else orbits around your intelligence. Your heir to everything Black and is will be. Mom, that sounds real pretty in the poetic sense, but poems don't keep me warm at night. Poems don't break my falls or stop bullets. Mom, I need to know how to love myself. How do I love myself? Truth is, I can't teach you that. You have to train yourself to say Black and hear yes. Say Black and hear enough. Say Black and learn the only thing sweeter than Black is love. Love is the only word no one can truly be allergic to. Love is the only word that pulls you close enough to hear its Black heart beating. Mom, what happens when the heart stops beating? What happens when the hashtag has my last name? Why would you want the loudest bones in the cemetery if no one can hear them? Mom, why would you want a poetic obituary if no one reads it? Why should I have a body that once loved itself? Mom.
Thank you so much for that piece. Can you tell us where how you started that piece, what inspired it for you?
Okay, so as a child, I didn't love myself at all. I didn't love my hair. I didn't love my skin tone. I get talked about my skin tone because how dark I was and how nappy my hair was and stuff like that. So this poem was basically like a conversation between a child I would have and teaching her to love herself in all aspects, her skin, her hair, her personality, and just in general. And then the end kind of brings back the way I felt. Like I didn't love myself. So I had no one to teach me how to love myself besides my mom. So I would teach that to my child as well.
Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. In your first poem, that was very beautiful, the breakdown of your mom and how much you care for her and loved her and everything. So can you just take us back when you first started your poem and how long did it take you to write that piece for her?
I wrote that yesterday morning.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it was for her birthday. So that one was about her, and I wrote it yesterday morning. It was basically like just putting all my emotions on paper, how I felt about her, how I feel like she deserves the world, and I wish I could give back to her. So that was just putting that on in poetry, basically.
A
So
gift
did you
and
just
beautiful.
your first time reading it and she heard it, or did you read it to her earlier?
This was her first time hearing it.
Oh, did you see
I
what
haven't heard her response from it yet.
I'm sure she'll let you know later, but that was so beautiful how you just share so much love. And you know, you're young. We have a lot of teenagers out here that really doesn't have that emotional side, you know, with their parents. You know, they want to be doing other things and hanging out with their friends and worried about other things besides that. But that was just really beautiful the way you put your words together. And it's so encouraging for other young women and, you know, young women to hear and see that. Right. So do you plan on how far do you go in your you want to go with your poetry? You want to write a book? Do you want to go to school? What do you want to do?
Yeah, so I definitely want to study creative writing. I want to be an author. I'd write stories as well, and so with my poetry, I do want to be a spoken word poet, and I think that I do want to write books because sometimes it's hard for me to like perform like this, and like if I want to like sit, so anonymously like books or write them with my name, just like that would be better for me. And yeah, so I want to be an author. I do.
That's great. Welcome back, Shakira. Can you hear us?
Hello. I can hear you. We're trying my computer now because I think I would rather be able to hear you with the potential of you ending up not being able to see me, but we can hear each other. That's better.
Okay. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, what you're doing. You have any books coming out, and then bless our mic.
Okay. I am a multidisciplinary artist. I'm an actor and a playwright and a poet, and I also sing and dance. I am from Pittsburgh, and I just moved here to LA to make the move from theater to television and film. And I don't have any books coming out, but, you know, on the way. We're working on it. And I have a piece. Give me a bright moment. Let me shine the proper sparkle of my birthright. Steady the crown on my head. Holding it hurts. It hurts my arms switching from left to right when I need a stronger hand to fight those pushing it off of me. It's too heavy. Being born with a crown, everyone is determined to rip from your scalp, to spit on and call ugly, especially the way that they stare. I see you marveling at me. Why won't you call my name? Why won't you say I'm wonderful? I know you love me. Does my light glitter so effervescent that yours ceases to exist? How could it? Crushing my dreams will never make yours come true. So stop trying to step on me. Burden the black girl with the troubles of the world. None of these things are my fault. You don't have to admit what I am to you. Just stop trying to kill me. I won't take my crown off for you. Thank you.
Thank you for that. Love it, love it, love it. Very beautiful.
Beautiful.
Never take your crown off for anyone. Keep your head to the sky or else your crown will fall. I do agree with you. So thank you so much for that beautiful piece. We're happy that everything's working. Let me not speak too fast because we don't want to have any more technical difficulties. Like we just had one. But no, thank you for that. And since you were gone a little bit, can you bless us with another piece, please?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Another one for you. Yeah, no problem. Let me see what I got over here in my little bag. And I know this is a family show, so I'm trying to keep it a little PG for y'all.
Oh, well, we have Nubi in here tonight, so yes, we have to keep it PG.
Yes. Let me make sure that there's no bad words. Okay. I think this one does not have very many. Okay. Well, none. Is the word. America, why we always got something to talk about? The suffering human condition itches and reds here, welts in ways unwashable. To be Black is to live in multiple realities, to not know where you live, to be both too big to excuse and too small to politely ignore. America, I don't want to meet up. You can't hear me. Am I oozing desperation? I can hear parts of myself needing your approval so I can breathe some more. Scratching at freedom's door, begging for safety till my fingers are bloody stubs. Give me a break. I gotta walk this off, shake and shimmy this off of me, but the clubs are closed. And you never had any relief for me. The ache of missing bodies haunts me. Black lives you stole? When I find doses of serotonin, I water it like a pickerel weed. Give it as much sunlight as I can find, working to keep the small shards of peace out of your sight. I mean, can anyone sleep here? I hear the babies crying, inconsolable, gasping for air as they scream. They know. They feel the millions of tears others have cried being born in this place. They feel the hellfire formed from slaughters that occurred here. Gunpowder scattered in the dirt, bodies burning and bleeding at higher frequencies, brighter than where those souls last landed. Weeping for those who've demanded justice over and over again, constantly denied. America, I don't want to talk about it anymore. Thank you.
Wonderful and amazing. Thank you so much for that piece. So I have a quick question for you ladies. Either of you can answer. What does women empowerment mean to you? So it's Women History Month, and we're honoring each other and ourselves. So, what do you think? What does women empowerment mean to you all, and why is it important?
I think women empowerment is supporting each other, is letting women know that they can and should be them, whatever that means to them, to feel free, to feel loved, to feel like their voice matters and their thoughts are important. And it's important because I think everyone just deserves to feel that way. Everyone deserves to love themselves in a way that is whole and pure and without judgment. I think we judge ourselves a lot generally as people in society, but I think especially as women, because we get it from every angle. And then, the extra layer is, as Black women, there's just like a lot of scrutiny around us being alive and the way that we live our lives. So I think that we should encourage each other to live however we want to be living.
Beautiful answer. I definitely agree with that. Nubian, what do you think about women's empowerment?
I completely agree with everything Shakir said. But yeah, I definitely believe that women empowerment is just uplifting each other. That it just means that women as a whole should uplift each other, and it's showing that given our history, we are in this generation of society where we are feeling more free and feeling more adaptable to be in each other's presence and be able to lift up each other without feeling judged, doubted, or whatever it's like, intelligence, ideas, appearance, just feeling free.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for that insight. And it's so true. I agree with both of you totally. We have to rally around each other and lift each other up, adjust each other's crowns and always empower and support each other. So that's beautiful. And we really are grateful for you all being here and giving your poetry to us tonight and those beautiful answers to our questions. So I'll pass the mic back to you, Ms. Drea.
Thank you so much. Okay, I think the mic is back on you, Nubian. Do you have another piece for us?
Yeah.
Okay, bless her mic again.
Okay. This is called Get to Know Me. I wanted to get to know myself in the ways I allow other people to. A sound mind fit for all parts of myself, leaving out the parts where I felt distinguished to happiness. I wanted to wash away all the insecurities that suffocate the bathroom mirror. The bathroom mirror after showers. I wanted to shut my mind off after hours. I wanted to convince myself that it's all right fighting tears in school and wrestling thoughts. I wanted to convince myself that it's okay to escape, that I found a balance between feeling free and I wanted to learn to love me. The me that has stretch marks between her legs, the me that sinks into her bed. I wanted to be more than the big sister, more than the black girl, more than the funny friend, more than the oldest daughter, more than the A+ student. I guess I chose it. Don't call me the writer, I am more than a poet, a reflection of mind. I wanted to get to know myself, the version I allowed other people to. I wanted to get to know me.
Thank you so much for that piece. Beautiful. I want to get to know me.
Yes, self-love is the best love. So
And that's empowering. Right
Mm-hmm.
there.
Very much so. Very much so.
Exactly.
All right. So we'll bring it back over to you. Bless our mic again, please, Queen.
Ooh. You got it. You got it.
Thank you.
I found one about a woman, which is perfect because that's what we're talking about today. Okay, this doesn't have a name, but it is out of a play that I wrote called Painkiller. A woman of another world, glistening in darkness, shining like pearl, her presence oozing elegance, encouraging an essence of acceleration, pushing past stars and moons, shifting moods, radiant in every step, powerful enough to break stone, morphing matter to majesty alone, floating, twirling like the planets do, sweet dreams filled with her orbiting you. If you wish to be hers, this is what you must do. Love yourself and to that being be true. Make her the object of affection, the center of ceremonies. Worship her worthiness. Make her seen. Kiss her kinks, cover her, be the queen's quilt. Wrap her in your wonders if you have them. Lengthen your levels of understanding. And love her. Love her.
That was beautiful. Thank you so much for that piece. Love her. Love is an important thing. So I have a question. What is your definition of love? And either one of you guys can answer it. You can start first, Kiara.
Okay. My definition of love. So I am working on my definition of love. I'm currently reading All About Love by Bell Hooks right now. So I'm kind of trying to work through what the real meaning of that is. But I think where I stand right now, it is to value someone as they are and accept them with no judgment and I want to say no parameters, like allowing them room to grow to be whatever they can be, want to be, and respect.
Thank you for that. Nubian.
Okay, I don't have a definition of love, like a real one, because I feel like love comes in different aspects. Because I have the way I love my mom is different from the way I would love my poetry, or the way I would love things I do is different from the way I would love a person. So, but specifically, I don't have a definition of love. But So there's difference. I've been working on whether I think love is a choice or a feeling. And so in different things and different aspects, so there is that. Because we talked about that in this women's empowerment class I take. So yeah, no, I think there's different aspects of love. So that's why.
Okay, what do you tell us a little about the women empowerment class? What are you learning in that class?
It's basically working on self-love, women's hygiene, stuff like that. It's a small group of girls at my school, and it's mainly about like mental health and just working on yourself as a person, as a girl, and our aspect on society now, our school in general. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's important, especially in today's time, to have different organizations that does things like that and really care. So I appreciate you sharing that with us. Now, bless her mind.
Okay. Okay. This is called Build-A-Bear. Welcome to Build-A-Bear, but in this workshop, we're building up your confidence. So the first thing we will need to do is stuff you with compliments. Tell you things you definitely should already know about yourself. We won't stick to the buttons in your eyes, but it's just that $1 million beauty in your mind. You see, this workshop was built to help you. We will strip you of your sadness and your battery-operated smile. We will address your depression and reconciliation. And you know what every Build-A-Bear needs? A name. We will let you figure that part out. Come on, introduce yourself. Tell us who you would like to be after we remotely removed every inch of sad from you and made you open up and tell us things you couldn't tell yourself. Come on, tell us. It's not like you haven't told us everything else. This is Build-A-Bear. I want to build up your confidence, and we don't want to hurt you. This is already what we have given the definition of everything beautiful has a consequence. Don't you understand that you're the consequence?
Thank you so much for that piece. I'm going to pass the mic back to you, Ebb and Flow.
So many beautiful pieces tonight. Very, very grateful for those pieces. And I have a poem for you poets tonight and for the women, since we're celebrating Herstory. We thank you, beautiful queen of words, for gracing us with your poetic cadence, for bringing forth love and light and touching our souls with your essence. Your words, a beautiful tapestry, woven with threads of truth and grace, flowing like a river through our minds, filling our hearts with love and faith. You bring us hope. You bring us peace, a light in the darkness, a balm for the soul. Your voice, a beacon of light, love, and strength, a reminder that we can be whole. So we thank you, dear Black Queen, for sharing your heart with us today. May peace, love, and blessings surround you as you journey on your poetic way. Thank you. All right, so we'll move right along. This show, we're highlighting Amanda Gorman, and I'm sure you guys are aware who she is, right? She's the she's the poet laureate, and I think her words are very, very enlightening, right? And they're much needed for young Black girls, to give them a voice and to let them know that they are seen, they're heard, and that they matter. So what do you guys think about having a voice and how important it is to speak your pieces and to write your poetry, even though it's scary sometimes when we have to get on stage and say what we need to say? What do you think is why it is so important for us to do that and be liberated in speaking our pieces?
Do you want to go first?
Go ahead. Sure. I'm sorry about that.
I think it is important because you really never know who you can affect with your words. A lot of the time, people think that we think about how different we are a lot of the time, but we're really the same. We all feel the same things. And when you speak your truth, you could really be helping someone say, oh, wow, I'm not the only person who feels that way. And it's also just, it helps you too, to really validate yourself, to sit in those feelings and own them so that you can, if it's necessarily like a negative feeling, you can move forward. And I think that's really the most important thing about it.
A beautiful answer. Thank you so much for that answer. Nubian, what do you have to say about that question?
I think having a voice is very important, especially in this generation, because we were put, because Black women in general were put down for their voice, and we're told not to have opinions. So I think having a voice is important because of opinions matter, and that, like Shakira said, you might be going through something that someone else is going through. So telling your story will help somebody else be like, oh yeah, no, I relate to that. So yeah, I think having a voice is very important especially when you're going to school, when you're at work, and you're just living in this life. You bottle those emotions thinking that you're the only one going through that, but talking about your feelings instead of suppressing them could actually help, which is what poetry is for me, an outlet. I feel like everybody needs that.
Totally agree. Thank you so much for the responses, and I'll pass the mic back to you, Ms. Drea.
Thank you so much. Okay, so I have more questions for you ladies. I think that is a beautiful thing, how far we've come along, in womanhood and, doing different things. It's always what you can do, I could do better type of thing with a lot of different women. And I feel like helping another woman, a Black woman, because we are Black, we have a lot of issues in our community. So it's very beautiful when you can stand next to someone and cheer them on without always wanting to have the spotlight, right? For me, as a Black woman, I don't feel like I've done everything in my life, but I like to see other people win and shine, and everything. And I like to kind of step to the back and just cheer people on. I think that's something great. I work with a lot of different women, all ages and things like that. So for my question to you guys, how do you feel about accomplishing things and bringing your sister or your friend or somebody on with you? Shakira, you can answer first.
Okay. I think it's the best thing to do, to bring someone along with you. Just spreading the wealth. That's all we really got. You know what I mean? Like, all we have is each other at the end of the day, and the meaningful connections and relationships that we make with one another just as human beings. And the idea of walking through a door and leaving it open for the next Black woman to come through and watch her make her change, and the chain goes on and on and on. That's amazing. I don't even really know how else to describe it. That's something that I really, really hope to do with my own art. I have a lot of other artist friends that I am just really hyped to get to the point where I've written this film and I'm directing it and whatever, and now I get to bring all of my friends that I've known forever on to the set and just hire Black women, have them doing everything. Yeah.
Thank you for that. Nubian?
For me, yeah, I feel like that's a beautiful thing. Showing your appreciation for other people, not just yourself, because, the Lord says selfishness is the evilest thing you could ever do. So I would never put down another woman or make them feel like they have to be less than me, because no one has, and to be honest, we're all equal. No one has more than the next person. The rich man, the poor man, we're still a human. So, I believe that bringing your friends, family with you on that journey of being great is good.
Thank you so much for that. And just sharing this space every week with so many great, dope individuals, poets. leave no poet behind, right? So we try to make sure we have a space where everybody feels warm and comfortable, and we're excited to be here and come back and just support. And make sure you guys out there like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I'm passing the mic back to you, Evan Flo.
All right, beautiful answers. So is there a poem that you want to share tonight, Ms. Drea?
I can't.
You want to wait a second and do another round and come back?
No, I could do it.
Okay.
It's a little tight. Wait, let me find it. My poem is titled Natural Woman. The natural shape of her hips that sway seductively when she moves left, right, and right again. The bounce in her bottom when she squats or bends over to pick up her pen. The softness of her lips that speaks life into any being, a truth talker, a real queen. She takes care of home first and knows her worth, a beauty. She's a best friend. She looks like what others dream or even pay for. They all want to look like her, talk like her, walk like her. She is the standard of natural beauty. There's nothing average about her. She is one for the history books, never forgotten. There are many replicas of her, but she is the original natural woman. Her big personality soothes many souls. She is a place that we would always want to call home. She could cook and clean, run a business, raise children. You will want her on your team. She knows exactly what she wants. She's never questioned her worth. She allows others to shine in their own time, never in competition. She recognizes real, share a space while always giving others grace. She's a natural woman, a woman of great discernment. She listens to understand, not to respond. Many have tried to figure her out because they don't believe that she's real, without a doubt. She doesn't live in her trauma, hurt, or pain, and never tries to run game. Never take her for granted because you will never find another one like her. A natural woman. She is the canal where life is formed, creating a nation. She is every woman. She birthed a nation, some whom rule the world. Imagine that. She is all of that. She is the inner you. I see me in you. Natural woman. And that's my piece.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So I have a quick question for you, Ms. Drea, because it's been so much in the media about the natural woman, right? And we've had to fight for our right to be what we were born as, right? And so what do you think about that, about the fact that they were trying to take the natural woman song off, out of play, and just different things of that nature, and how we're having to fight so hard to just be who we are, right? What do you think, the natural woman in her essence and the fight that we're currently fighting?
It really hurt my feelings. I called you. Girl, do you believe? I'm like, this is Aretha Franklin, right? And it was such a beautiful, song to represent us and who we are. Just like I always tell you, like how beautiful of a mother you are. Like we have to, the birth canal opens, our pelvic bones open, we push human life out of us, right? We experience all these things, our body changes. And for that should just be taken away like, oh, the song is preaching hate and things like that. How? This is a fact. Like we're just not making this up, We are the only ones natural that can reproduce. A man can't do that, right? No matter how much you try to change or alter yourself. And it's fine, whatever they want to do, whoever they want to be, but don't take that away from us, right? We should be able to keep some things for us, right? And I just feel like a lot of times it's too much. We take until we just cut people to nothing. And it's just not fair. And I'm all about fairness. And so it just meant so much to me, and it was so hurtful when I heard that. But I'm glad people stood up and they fought for that song to stay on. So I really appreciate, that question, Ebony.
Yes, no problem. And I really appreciate the poem. And I definitely had to ask the question because, you and I know, why you were sparked to write that Natural Woman poem, that it was much needed. And so we're honoring women in their existence. And like you said, we do with what no other species can do, right? And we do it in such a magnificent way that we do need to be honored, and we shouldn't have to fight for who we are, right, in our existence, but we do. And so I'm really grateful for that poem. I love it. It's one of my favorite poems that you've written, and I think it was really appropriate for you to share tonight. And so I'm happy that you did share that poem. Thank you so much for that, and for making your voice heard, and for being that natural woman, right? The embodiment of that. It's just a beautiful thing. So
you gotta do something for me, girl.
What I gotta do for you, girl?
My poem. This is for girls like me.
Oh, goodness. Okay, so we're gonna get another round going, and I'm gonna pull it out the archives just for you, Queen. All right.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome.
Up next to the Bless Her mic, I believe it's on you, Nubian. Bless her mic again.
Okay. One second. Hold on. I'm so sorry.
You need a little more time? We could go to Shakira.
Yes, please.
Okay, Shakira, bless her mic.
Gotcha. I literally just found something, I think. No, not this one. Okay, here we go. Sometimes my feelings are toys. I pull them out, play with them, give them the attention I want to give them, then leave them on the floor. I don't pick them up and properly put them away. I just leave a mess for someone else to step on. Legos chipping someone else's toes. Sometimes I have so many, I don't know where to put them all. I don't have enough shelves, enough bin space, especially if I want to organize them correctly. If I want them to be somewhere that makes sense. I find them all over the house. Like I have no home training. I find myself screaming at me like, girl, put your toys away. You act like you don't know how to clean up after yourself. And I make so much time to help others organize their toys. Sometimes they can't find them. They describe them to me and I pick the exact one up. Can help them find the store they picked it up from and even take it back. Get them a refund or a new one. While mine get dusty. Harder to recognize under the pile. Diving my hands in the box to get poked by the pointy-headed action figure while I was looking for the baby doll I was ready to deal with. Give away, sell, or something, instead of crying over the bruises from a toy I didn't want to touch. I can't find the receipt so I can know where it's from. So I keep tinkering, sometimes finding safe spaces to put them, other times overwhelmed at the amount I have, resisting the urge to hide them before anyone sees, and accepting them because they're mine. Thank you.
Oh, yes.
That was deep.
Yes, such a often
you
we can help others find their toys and their things, and we can't find our own, right? So yes, so true, so true.
Yeah.
Thank you. So we'll pass it to you, Nubian. Can you bless our mic again, please?
Right. Yes, that was really good. I really like that one. But yes. Okay. This is called The Piece of Her Body. Her body is exquisite. She'll touch you with her words rather than her hands because her beauty deserves much more. She'll whisper, I love you, truly meaning she don't want you to leave. Your taste will marinate on the lips of her mouth, remembering her name, and it hurts to know she will be your most beautiful secret. And the person she sees in the mirror will remind herself she was immaculate before y'all even met, before they played a game called Truth, before her voice knew more about her pain to give her truth a name. My mistakes were convenient as hers. She would show you that her skin pressed against silk felt like passion, and her music gave her ears. And you gave her music, but her ears were too played out to hear. I didn't want to be built into their life. They wanted to be built into mine. See, still love caressing cannot die if it was written in these pages. The keyboard knows your name as far as we can say, as far as we can throw it. Now I've said it so many times in my head, my brain still doesn't know if we greet each other with no words, still unsaid thoughts of her body caressing yours, and dreams of screams echoing through the halls of every wall. See, but her body is exquisite. She'll touch you with her words rather than her hands because her beauty deserves much more.
Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yes.
You really be spitting.
Right?
Like,
Yes. Thank you, Nubian. Okay, so I found This Is for the Girls Like Me. This is for the girls like me who casually run naked in the back of your minds, whose time is not spent finding an itch but taking a risk. This is for the girls like me who can see with no eyes and feel with no hands, understand that the plan was not written. No more sitting on our asses giving passes while the masses are misled in any direction to bed with no sheets, deliberately lacking history. Disdainly we seek pastures of peace. Again, this is for the girls with no curls or no dresses. Cleaning up the messes of the world, or the girl with no makeup to wake up and be free to be who she is truly destined. No dream. This is for the girls with no passes that were given, shaken asses that have taken enough to twerk or to mess with your mind divine, assigned to see blindly through to the fact that your hair is a mess and you woke up like this. A disgrace to face with no coverage because AAA discontinued your services last month and your car needs some help. This is for the girls catching hell that have failed but got back up. Downtown brown, no boogie, just sugar. I'm sweet like me. This is for the girls with no tricks, just treats, whose cavities came from the first sign of unsweet dream from their daddies. No kisses, good night. I've been dreaming of thee. This is for the girls like me that look like you. Hope now that you may see that the girls like me are dope. Addiction, a new rendition of love. Again, this is for the girls whose life came tumbling down in a hurry, embracing life with no worries or fears, no cares. This is for the girls that dares to decline, to lay down and die. This is for the girls like me that ain't girls at all. Can't you see her standing tall through it all? She's such a freaking lady. This is for the girls like me. Thank you.
Woo! This is for the girls like me. I'm passing the mic back to Shakira. Bless her mic again.
all right. I'm looking for a thing. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna look over here. This is probably better. I'm gonna sing while I look for a poem to do. Ooh.
And I tell you, that poem is gonna kill it. This is for the girls like me. All of that. Did y'all hear that?
That was
Them little gems
amazing.
dropping all in the poem. She
all
was trying
through
to
that thing.
Yeah.
One for the books.
Okay. I'm gonna do this one just because I found it and I do like it, and I honestly have never ever said this one. This is from my play, and someone else said it. I've never read it before, so why not? I catch myself hunching over, curling into myself for comfort. Confrontation is not my friend. Not my colors, not bright or enlightening. It won't keep my brush moving. It won't give me new shapes or correlating pictures, just mixtures and messes. Holding ribs so I can feel breath, scanning my canvas for what's left. What did I miss? Checking if I'm alive. No zombies, rambling, muttering secrets I can't keep. Looking for what I'm keeping for myself. Has anxious turned to action? Anger, a part of a new me? A fatal flaw, is that my new thing? I punched him, but I keep asking, have I always been that strong? Was that a one-time thing or the beginning of a problem long lasting? Am I finally filling the role they've casted me? There's a list of angry Black women, and now they can add me. Thank you.
Come on. Your poems are short and sweet and deep, right? They cut straight through, like no chaser, like just straight. I really, 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 really love your style of writing. Thank you so much, Sakara, for being here tonight. And Miss Nubian, I do apologize for saying a couple of curse words, but you know you heard them before, right? Please forgive me in my poem. But I want to go back to you and ask you to bless our mic again with another one of your fire pieces. And before you do so, I just want to extend my gratitude to how dope you are at 16. Most of us were writing at your age, but we were so afraid to share it with the world. And I just want to give you your roses, your flowers, tell you to always keep your crown upward, girl, because you're killing it. And you're doing something that I and we were writing, but we had never, shared our voices with the world at your age. And I just admire your beauty. I admire your maturity and the way that you have the power in your pen. Just keep going, keep going, keep going. And I just wanted to give you that before you say your poem.
Thank you. This one is about my mom again, or it's about women in general, but I still feel like, tokens for my mom. I felt like I read this to you guys before, but it's called WHM. I tie my heartstring to the edge of kite ropes and let my mind tremble down symphonies of pinprick headaches, making thoughts feel like long conversations taken for granted. And let woman mean both beauty and beast. Sometimes I use my mother voice to say things because I'm afraid of the outcome. My mother is pure, both blunt and beautiful all in one. I'm pretty sure my mother has superpowers. She wears a purple cape lace with heavy diamonds on it because you have to look good while carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. Women carry the weight of the world on their shoulders. She has a wand painted with her confidence and used to erase all of our problems. She is incredible, yet still shed blood, sweat, and tears for no matter the time. She brought me into this world with nothing less to say than did I deserve it. Because I'll make a model out of my mommy before I use her stretch marks as a compliment on how she made me. I think women and I see warrior. Because I think women and I see warrior because my mommy has battled more than she knew herself capable of. She is and always will be a warrior to me. A warrior to me. I'm so sorry. Her effort is magical. Women are powerful. I was messing up so bad in that one. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
I have like tears in my eyes.
It was so good. A little bit.
That compliment she got on.
Oh my God, let me get a look. so beautiful.
Yeah, that was
It
gorgeous.
was beautiful.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you so much for that piece. OMG. If I had a daughter, I would hope that she will be able to write with such beauty. But since I don't, I'll pretend those words were for me as well. And all of mothers, because you embodied the essence, right? Thank you so much for that. And don't make me cry anymore, okay? In front of the whole world. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Thank you
Beautiful.
so much.
The dopest, I keep telling my sister-in-law she got to get into the class and write her manuscript and get her book together. It's much needed, and I know she gonna sell
And
hundreds of
she will
thousands.
empower so many girls
Yeah,
her age that are writing in composition books, that are afraid to let their voices be heard, that think that their voices don't matter. She is the voice to the voiceless of those young girls who may be trapped in those composition books and just need to release their words. Like, she's gonna be that push and that motivation. So we're rooting for that book, Nubian. And
yeah.
what would you name your book? Like, when you do publish your book, what do you think you would want to name it?
I think it would be like raising flowers or something, like
Oh,
growing,
beautiful.
growing. It would, yeah, raising flowers. It would be something about growing, because I feel like I grow every day. I read poetry every day. It's like literally a part of my daily routine. So, I always feel like it's a way of growing.
That's beautiful. Where's your mom?
She's like right there. Like,
Tell her to come on the screen.
Mama, you heard her. She heard you. She's watching.
No.
She
What
said you here, mommy.
So we can say happy birthday. Shakira, while we waiting, tell us about your plays. How did you get started, and where can we go see them?
I don't know the next time you're gonna be able to see one of my plays in person, but my play Painkiller is on YouTube. If you look up Alumni Theater Company.
Can you put it in the chat?
Yes, I will put it in the chat.
Okay.
To everyone
We're here
in
to
the
support you. When you
studio.
came on, you were supposed to tell us that. This is what I have going on. Check me out on
I should have told that.
Instagram. You
Y'all
gotta
told me to go crazy, and I'm like,
yes.
well, I do.
You're trying to be all modest.
I'm not shy, but like, am I shy? I don't know. But I started writing plays in middle school. Hi, Mama, happy birthday.
You started writing in middle school?
Yes, that's when I started writing poetry. And when I wrote my first play that was produced in Pittsburgh, it was called The Black Ties. And then my second one that was produced is called Affection. And was, I think, my senior year of high school. And then Painkiller came out, what was that? 2018. My theater company, the Alumni Theater Company that I am a founding member of, is, I'm saying this while I'm still trying to type right now. We opened a theater in Homewood in Pittsburgh, and it was it the first show? Maybe it was the first. It might have been the second. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't remember now. Too much has happened in between. Like, we've lived like 10 years living through 2020. But yes. And I've been acting much longer than that. And before that, I was drawing, and I just started drawing. I'm gonna put all my. I just made an art page like literally the other day. My friend said, Shakira, you should be doing tattoos or making stickers or something. I was like, you're right, I should. So now
something. Thank you so much for that. Okay, Dollar. Happy birthday. I want to know,
Thank
how does
you.
it feel that you birthed such a dope poet and she write dope pieces about you? How does that make you feel?
It actually is very, very, very heartfelt. I love the fact that my child expresses herself through poetry. She she reminds me of me when I was younger, a lot of ways, and um, I
Because
just
I know Dollar can write poetry, right? Did y'all know
yeah,
that?
but I'm not
I already
into
did, TT. I'll read
that.
it to you.
um, she just it's like it's her, it's in her, because Nubian can write poetry at the drop of a hat. Like, it doesn't take her no effort. So to me, that's who she is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's just who she is. But yeah, I love it. I don't have it's always been in her. And like I said, I started, but what's crazy is I'll talk to her. She don't even really know, like, she don't write haikus and stuff like that. I started off with haikus. She really didn't really care for haikus. She just started going right in, and like her dad said, she got fire. Like, Nubian hit it on the nail every time. Um is just who she is. Like, I don't know. She's always that, like she said, that's how she expresses herself. And I don't know. I'm a proud mom. I can't really say too much. I just wish she would go further with it. But it's, to me, and it's not no criticism or nothing. I just want her to slow down.
Yeah, I know I read a lot faster than
She
everybody
reads
else.
Yeah.
fast.
I
So
was
that's
told that too. I had to slow down on my poetry. I was trying to rush through it because I was nervous, right? And I want to get it over and hear these words and I'm gonna go sit down, right? So it just be those nerves. So with she's only 16, but she's fire right now, right? So just imagine when she gets older and
right.
much more mature, she's gonna have all those other elements that she needs, and she have me, she got ebb and flow, she got this platform. Then if she goes further and go to school and write a book, I know it's gonna be dope for her.
Right, because she has so many books. So many.
Exactly.
Me some more.
So they need to be published, right?
Will be.
So
She's
I
the
hear that.
embodiment of Nubian. She is the embodiment of her name. I love that. I just love
Mm-hmm.
that. She is really.
I
I believe.
knew my baby was going to be different when she was in my womb. I knew she was gonna be different. And that's why I named her Nubian too, because I knew she was gonna be dark skinned.
Beautiful, beautiful.
So I gave her name off of me just knowing that she was gonna be dark
I love
skinned.
that.
It's
So
the connection with having a loving mom and everything. And I tell Nubian and all your other kids how much they should appreciate you and love you, right?
let me snap to that. Let me snap.
Because I never like Dollar is so nurturing, right? And loving, and she gives so much when she draws and she paints and she has these little cute little things with her kids and stuff like that. It's just so beautiful. And like Abby does things with her kids. I used to do like things with my kids, but a lot of moms, they don't do that anymore. We're so busy and caught up in ourselves, some people, and forget about, the children that we bore. And then when they get out in the street and start wilding out, we like, I don't know what happened. You have to spend that time, right? And I feel like as a woman and having a daughter, that's important, right? Even for a son, that's important because he gets to have that soft side. He don't have to be so tough and hard all the time, right? So being parents and mothers and just having that care and love and showing them something different is such a beautiful, and it speaks a lot about you as a mom because it's shining outside of her through her words, through her pen. It's such
Thank
a
you.
beautiful thing, and I really appreciate the fact that your such a great, a great mom. And I'm
Thank you.
so
Thank you.
blessed to know some great moms. And I got two of them on the screen with me. I don't know if you're a mom, Shakira. I don't think so because you're so young. But I know that these two women are really great moms. And we wanted to, make sure you guys have a platform to shine and people know that, right? Because people look at the outside and not what's inside of you and try to judge that, but you don't know what's going on in here. And when I do outside of this world in my space with my family and my children, but I just think and I tell my brother all the time, he lucky, right? He have you to take care of him and love him. Hum brother, I know he's sitting right there. But I appreciate you guys coming on, and I do have time for another round, Ebony.
Yeah, we got a couple minutes left, but before we let Nubian's mom go, we gotta say happy birthday
to you.
Hey.
I'm not no singer, I'm a poet. But
it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna party tomorrow.
Well,
thank you
guys so much.
You're welcome.
And see you guys tomorrow. Have safe travels too.
Okay.
Y'all keep that fire coming, because that was some heat right there. I ain't even lie.
Thank you, brother.
All y'all have some heat.
All right, Shakara. Well, thank you so much for being a part of the conversation, listening intently and smiling and giving the love. We feel the vibes, and we didn't get to ask you, are you a mother? No.
I'm not. Also, my name is pronounced Shakira.
Shakira. Thank you.
Yes.
You should have told us at the beginning of the show. We have been butchering your name the entire show.
Yeah, I think because of all of the technical difficulties made it, we didn't get to it, but it's okay.
Okay.
You know now.
Please
and that's
our apologies. We are so apologetic for that. Shakara, right? Did I say it right? Shakira? Shakira. Okay. Like she cares. Shakira. Okay. Gotcha.
Yes. Exactly. And I care. I'm here for the people.
I can feel the energy. All right. So can you bless us with one more poem for the night, please?
Yes. I was looking for one from I was talking about affection, so I was trying to actually find that play. It's hard to find, but there's like a lot of
I love your singing.
I love so much.
Poetry.
What'd you say?
I love your singing in between finding your poems.
Thank you. This is my little thing. Oh yes, here she is. Okay, there's 80 million little pieces in here, and I want the one. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be so hard to read, but I'm gonna do it for you. And then she was still reading to find something that she can find, but that is also appropriate. I'd be harsh on my language, y'all. This is crazy. I can't read this. I can't because I can't see it. It looks crazy. I wish I could describe to you. You know when things it's too close together, all the spaces are just not really there. So my brain is like not even really computing.
No, I totally get it. You have to read it a certain way. Yeah, and it'll throw your cadence off. No, I totally understand.
Yes.
Fire piece somewhere in there that you can dig up for us.
Yes. Yeah, let me find this other one. Okay. So this is from a different play that actually has not ever been This has not ever been produced, so this one is different. And I'm deciding between doing Melissa's or Taylor's. Somebody pick a name. Say Melissa or Taylor.
Taylor.
Taylor? Okay, Taylor it is. Yes, okay, I found it. Here's Taylor's. Stop defending her. Y'all always defend her. Somebody will always defend the little white girl. Every time. Do you know who she's defending? Because it's not you, nigga, and you need to remember that. Always defending the little white girl. What about the little black girl, huh? Who's calling her pretty or telling her she's special? Who's protecting her from racism, assault, HIV, or even her own suicidal thoughts? The black woman. Just her. The black woman is the only one looking out for the little black girl, and we have the same thoughts. So no one is offering any solutions. We just understand each other. But nobody else is behind us. We can't count on you. Where are you? You're too busy defending the little white girl, saving the little white girl. She can't feel like she's not the best. She can't feel left out. She can't get hurt. I know I cheated on you, on my black girlfriend with you, but don't worry. I'll defend you. I won't let her beat you up. You black men are so ass backwards. You don't see the black woman standing behind you, standing in front of you, fighting for you, loving you, keeping all your secrets, trying not to be so angry or cry so much from these burns and bruises you left us with. Oh, to be colored and a woman. Cursed twice, because the whole world said we're ugly, the lowest you could go. And you believed them. Thank you.
Wow. Taylor. Thank you so much for that. Shakira. Got it right. Did I get it right?
Thank you.
Oh, she froze up.
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, perfect. Well, we really enjoyed that piece. Thank you so much for sharing it. And we'll bring it back to you, Nubian. Bless us with one last poem, please.
Okay, this is called Canvas. Okay, I'm gonna try to read slower, guys. People write their own stories. They write enough to know themselves better than anyone else could. But when you lose people, you lose yourself. Now your page is empty, your voice is lost, your mirror is broken, and your canvas is blank. What you lost can no longer be repainted, there's no replacement. That space in your room you stare out long enough to see bare, tears fall from your face, it speaks loud enough to tell you you're not alone, to let you know this sad place with emotional content is not home. People say things and use phrases, words don't hurt, but if that was true, then words wouldn't heal. I'll be the first to admit they do. They take away the lost pain that like lyrics that sing away the bad days. If we're being honest, happiness wasn't always a choice. Sometimes it would pick you up off the shelf, and only you shouldn't smile. Say I can't do this. And if I'm being honest, I believe music is easier to digest than medicine. And I think you should laugh off the scars because laughter is known to be the cure when you're hurting and you don't know why. Been your best friend when you have nothing else to do but cry. When you feel lost, find yourself and repaint the canvas that's always been blank for too long. Write on the page that's been missing words. Look in the mirror and know your worth.
Yes. Thank you so much for that piece. What a wonderful way to end the night. And I'll pass it back to you, Miss Jerry. Do you have some final words before we close it up?
I just want to say thank you all for being here and everyone showing such deep, heartfelt poetry. And this is for the girls like me.
Yes.
So beautiful. So thank you guys for joining us. I'm going to pass it back to Evan Flo.
Yes. Such a beautiful night. And I would like to leave us with this quote by Amanda Gorman. And it says, "We celebrate them by acting with courage and compassion, by doing what is right and just. For while we honor them today, it is they who every day honor us." and that's to the women. So thank you all for joining us tonight in the poetry world. We will be here next week at 8 o'clock. Like and subscribe and meet us next week on the West Side. Good night.
Good night. Don't log off, ladies.